Sleep. Now they'll sleep. That is The Wizard of Oz. I was thinking how so many people, including myself at times, I just get so sleepy. I get so tired. And I got really tired this morning. I woke up early around 6 and I thought, I'm going to get up. But I sat there and I went outside and stuff, and all of a sudden I got really, really sleepy, and I thought, oh, I feel so sleepy. So I just laid down to take a nap, and then I got stuck in the dream state. I thought, this is not a pleasant dream. It wasn't. But I thought about the Wizard of Oz, how Dorothy, they were trying to make their way to the Emerald City. And we're going to look at this Emerald City. Hello there, Apple Brooks, honey. Hello, everyone. We're going to look at the Emerald City. Okay, that's what we're going to look at. But first, let's look at this, you all. So we've got this right here. This is got off of the internet. The lion says, "The smell of the flowers is killing us all. I myself can scarcely keep my eyes open, and the dog is asleep already." It was true. Toto had fallen down beside his little mistress. But the Scarecrow and the Tin Woodman, not being made of flesh, were not troubled by the scent of the flowers. And I think that right there in itself is kind of interesting, that they pointed out they had inorganic people. The Tin Man, he was like a robot. And the Scarecrow, I don't know what the Scarecrow would have represented. I'm not sure, but that Tin Man, just to say that they were not made of flesh. So the spell that the Wicked Witch had placed upon those poppies, it couldn't harm them. It couldn't. But it got the lion, and it got the little dog and Dorothy. Do you all find that really interesting, how they did that on the Wizard of Oz? That was a scene in there to make them sleepy with the poppies. Okay, poppies will make them sleep. Now they'll sleep. That way they won't be able to do anything except sleep. And I'm thinking that's all fine and dandy, but that right there story, I think it has a lot of stuff in it. It really does. If you've ever looked at the Wizard of Oz, I know a lot of people have watched it. You have the good witch, you have the bad witch, and you have the negative and the negative and the positive. And Dorothy's trying to find her way back home, but she has this negative entity that's trying to stop her. And you have to ask, why is this negative entity trying to stop Dorothy from getting back home? Really, why is it? What's it matter to her whether Dorothy goes home or not? Does she want to trap her into that world? Does she want to trap her in the land of Oz? Because that's what happened. Dorothy was trapped in the land of Oz, and she met those people in there too, her companions in there, and that's all they ever knew. Okay, that's all they ever knew. But Dorothy knew there was something more, and she wanted to get back home. But the little witch, the green-faced witch, she didn't want Dorothy to do it. Okay, but Dorothy had help from a benevolent being, and yeah, one was sisters. Sisters, isn't that something? They were sisters. They were kind, is what was happening, you all. Hello, if you're just tuning in, thank you. Yeah. Y'all, let me look really fast. Okay. Yeah, you all, I just pop over here on this green screen. I pop over here on this live chat to see how everybody's doing over here. Hello. So let me put this back to me. Let's look at a few more photos of Dorothy. and her little adventure. Make them sleep. And then look at them right there. She thinks the poppies are so beautiful. They really are. But then she just got so tired all of a sudden, and she was mesmerized, and down she fell. Down she fell. Look at this. This is really, really interesting. This is, right here, the person who, author of The Wizard of Oz. Let's look at this. Poppies. Poppies will put them to sleep. Poppies are one of the many different types of flowers that can be found etched onto a gravestone. Eternal, peaceful, restful sleep is symbolized by this flower. One can't help but wonder if L. Frank Baum, the author of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, and the directors and producers of the film Wizard of Oz, knew of the symbolism of the poppies. As for the Wicked Witch of the West, conjures a spell to make Dorothy and her comrades fall into a never-ending sleep. Her spell takes the form of a field of poppies. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. So this is tombstone right here with poppies on it. That is interesting. And I'm sure there is something to this. I really am sure there is something to this. Because they say when you die that you are asleep. You ever hear that? When you die, you're asleep. And you'll be resurrected. You'll wake up. You're just asleep. And then this is the symbolism of it. Poppies, eternal, peaceful, restful sleep is symbolized by this flower. Let's look at another. And then this is the Emerald City. Does the Emerald City exist? Is there a such place as an Emerald City? Is there? And what if there is? I did find something on the Emerald City. I did. Let me put this over here. The Emerald City. Let me just go to my history. Let me do this, if I can, you all. Because let's see if we can find it. There was something on here. There was a wiki fandom on The Wizard of Oz, is what there was. Look at this. Journey to the Great Oz. There's got to be a reason why they made this movie, other than just making it, okay? Other than just making this movie, there's bound to be another reason. Because I think it's probably full of symbolism. And see, the benevolent being right here, she appears and she breaks the spell. She causes it to snow on Dorothy. Look how she's symbolized in, it's like white. And it's just like on the Lord of the Rings, you have Gandalf, the white. Now he's white, symbolizing the good. Why is that, you all? Why do we have to have things like that? Why the stories about it? Let me put myself to here. I want to see how you're all doing over here in this comment. This isn't going to be long because that's what I was... The Matrix is a spell, a black magic, and blatant lies. Yeah, the Matrix. The Matrix. Do we live in a matrix? Do we? What if we do? What if we do? Look at this. Let's come over here and try to get over here to this wiki fandom. Oh, Wiki Fandom. This isn't the one I was thinking about. I had typed into something else. And this area that I typed into, I probably won't find it. If I don't find it, it's not meant for me to find it, you all. It's not. But this is what it looks like. The Wizard of Oz, if you've seen it. And I know a lot of people have seen it. And it was kind of scary. It really was. The merchandise. It's The Wizard of Oz is a famously iconic Hollywood musical. One of the first American isekai productions produced by MGM. All-star cast. The most watched movie in the history of cinema. Next to Gone with the Wind. Now, Gone with the Wind. I watched that. It was really long. But you know what? Everybody was thrown into like a depression came, and then boom, everybody lost everything, and they had to work to build themselves back up. But we're supposed to be talking about The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz never loses the moral and tender message that the book gave, and is known to be most timeless ceremonially watched family movies ever. Oh, I did not know that. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? So there are good witches and there are bad witches. Okay, I think there are, but let's just call them benevolent beings and malevolent beings. You can see all of this right here. If you wanted to read any more of that, you can. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to put it right down in here, right here in this place right here. I wanted to find something else in here. Yeah, she don't want. Dorothy's got her shoes. Dorothy's got the shoes that the house fell on the witch, and Dorothy got her red shoes, and she wants her shoes back. And she said she's the only one that knows how to properly use her shoes. But Glinda tells Dorothy to keep tight inside of them, for their magic is very powerful. And Glinda reminds the ill-tempered sister, more or less, she has no power in Munchkinland, and advises her to immediately leave at once before someone drops a house on her also. Yeah, so somebody died. Somebody had a house dropped on them, and they had these magical shoes. But yeah, Munchkinland and all of that kind of stuff, you all. There's just the Emerald City. I'm sure that there is there's a big time moral behind it, a great big moral behind it, great big mystery, clue, whatever you want to say. Yeah, hello. So, yeah, sleeping, getting sleepy, getting tired. And then the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy just sleeps, so she can't reach her destination until, she gets help from a benevolent being. And they wake her up, and she makes it to her destination. But that the green-faced malevolent being, she gets her gargoyles or whatever they are, and they try to stop her every inch of the way. They don't want her to succeed. They don't want her to find her way back home. So she can be trapped forever in the land of Oz, I guess. And yeah, with they rule the fear with the man behind the curtain. Yeah, the man behind the curtain, pulling all the shots. We can look at it. Yeah, the man behind the curtain. Right there. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. Right there. Just pulling all these levers, and see, he's even got like a reptilian face. He's got fang teeth. You all down, look at that. Let's look at that. He's got an alien head. He really does. He's got an alien head right here. Look at the structure, and the teeth look kind of fangy teeth on the sides right here. Wow, and he's kind of human-like, but he's got a big reptilian head. Um, I've never looked at his head before, but it really does look reptilian. Why did they do that? Are we being trapped here by the reptilians and they don't want us to leave? Wow. I am just, he does. He looks like he's got a reptilian head. Do you all think he's got a reptilian head? You all, I have not even pulled this up over here on my phone to see about this Wizard of Oz with his reptilian head. Yes, he's reptilian. That's what he is. Let's take a screenshot and let's write the word reptilian. Let's call him out for what he is. R-E-P-T-I-L-L-I-A-N. Is that how you spell reptilian? Maybe I spelled it one too many. Okay, let's just call him a reptilian. Let's put him in big bold letters if we can. Cinema. Boom. He's a reptilian. Okay, that's what it is. A reptilian. You all, can you see it? Don't tell me I did not push this over. Okay, that's what we got. Reptilian. In the Wizard of Oz. Pulling the strings. I am trying to do that. Yeah, that's what he is. A reptilian. That is wild. It is so wild, you all. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Right there, the man behind the curtain. That should be the screensaver. The screensaver reptilian. Right there. So let's see what other images they might have had in here, you all. Because that one is really... Look at his face. And see, he's got fire coming out of his... He has fire that comes up there too, is what he has. Fire that comes out of his mouth, and it's a reptilian. Wow. Look at the throne. Let's do this. Let's make this gonna do the reptilian face. Let's do his throne. It's in a reptilian throne, you all, is what it is. Total reptilian. Let me undo all of that. Let's make it. Let's write the word. If I type it in, see, that's good. If I type this in and I write the word on here, I'm going to speak it into existence. This won't let me get it on there. It doesn't want me to. No, I don't want to create a video, you all. I'm not good with this. I want to continue. I want to write reptilian. You are a reptilian. That's what I want to say. Reptilian. How's that, you all? That's what he is, a reptilian, and it looks like it's got reptilian snake things on it too. The Wizard of Oz. This is made by the reptilians to forever trap us into this matrix, this land that we're in. Hello. Robin Garcia, honey, thank you. Yeah, trap us in there, you reptilian. That's what he is, a reptilian. The reptilians made this. Okay, we're going to get ourselves in trouble. And he's panicking because he don't want to get caught. They got their big dial. They got their levers. He doesn't want to get caught at all. And when he opens his mouth, you can see his fangs. His fangs. Look at that fire on the sides. Right there. Fire on the sides. Let's see. Rawr. Yep. So I would say that this entity was in cahoots with the Wicked Witch, the green-faced witch. I would say that he was in cahoots with her also. That's what I would say. They were in cahoots with one another. And, 'cause she too had a green face. Which, okay. She had a green face too. So maybe she was a product of the reptilians. And look at her big old pointy nails. Dressed in black. Dressed in black. She's got her green ball. Her green ball. Why did she have a green ball? Does anyone know why she had a green ball? The Wicked Witch. Why green? Why couldn't she have a crystal ball and not a green ball? Why a green crystal ball? Let's see. Why? It's well, hers wasn't for the beauty of life and the abundance of nature. Maybe she was trying to steal it. Okay, but anyhow, that's what she had. And she had a green face just like... and water made her melt. Why would water make her melt, you all? She got washed in the water. And she couldn't handle the water. Boom. Boom, it caused her to just fade away and she no longer existed. There must be something in the water, you all. There must be something in the water. Because she melted. Totally. Just melted. That's wonderful. It is. Let me put this back to me. So we got a mean green witch. We've got Dorothy being put to sleep with the poppies. And we've got this reptilian overlord that was calling the shots. You can see it. Let's look at the reptilian. Reptilian. We can look at a reptilian. I wonder why this is going so slow. Let's see some good reptilians. I want to find a good reptilian. I can't find a really good one, you all. Yeah, but they've got their faces. Well, this one's got some horns on it, but that's what this Wizard of Oz looks like, a reptilian. Just like that. Yes, Alex, honey, we're going to purify her from all evil, but she disappeared, and the only thing left was her clothes. She was vanished. She no longer existed. Maybe she joined her, maybe she joined her sister or something like that. Maybe. Yeah. And it took a dog to reveal him. Yeah, you are. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go. I've been on here long. I've been on here long enough. Dorothy went to sleep, and we had the Wicked Witch, the malevolent being, wanted to trap her forever in the land of Oz. Did not want her to make her way home, and she did all her best to stop her. And then she couldn't even really get home. In the Emerald City, they didn't want to let her in. And then that reptilian got found out. But she finally made it home because the benevolent being, Glinda, told her she's always had the power. She's always had the power to go home whenever she wanted. Always. So it was always there. She just didn't realize it. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, we hope you're doing good. Oh, I've never heard of a Pink Floyd album of The Wizard of Oz. I wasn't allowed to listen to music like that. I wasn't. Yeah, that's right. Did not want her to be conscious of her own strength. That's right. Keep her under a spell first. And if she makes it that far, try to keep her clueless. Yeah. Oh, Susan Donahue. That's wonderful. Oh, the flowers along the highways and stuff is absolutely beautiful when the poppies are in bloom. They are. I am going to go, you all, but yeah, I just was thinking, people get so sleepy and, they got this thing, are you woke? I'm awakened. The awakening. Waking people up from their sleep, but then you have a malevolent force trying to put them to sleep. Oh, that's what I was saying. To make them not aware of who they are, okay, and keep them from continuing on this journey and to the end. Okay, yeah, no, don't let no spell keep you from growing, okay, and getting to where you need to get to in life and being all that you can be. Don't do it, you all. Don't let it, because it probably is a spell from the dark ones, the darkness who seeks to put out your light. So I'm going to go, and thank you all for coming on here, and that is pretty cool, you all. Let's look at that again. The reptilian, right there on the Wizard of Oz. He's such a slimy, a slimy thing. Oh my goodness gracious, you all. I'm going to go. And so with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love. You have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for tuning on. Yeah, thank you.